Okay, in this video, we're going to discuss the mental accounting relative cost experiment or survey that you took earlier this week. And essentially, the survey is designed to expose the effects of mental accounting. And one component of mental accounting is that people tend to assign activities to specific accounts. That is, that the human mind has these mental accounting systems. And it naturally labels both the sources as well as uses of funds in distinct mental accounting systems. In fact, this was discovered and written about by Richard Taylor back in 1999. In fact, Richard Taylor won the Nobel Prize in Economics last year in 2017 from the University of Chicago. So essentially in this system, expenditures are grouped into categories such as housing, food, vacation, etc. And spending is sometimes constrained by implicit or explicit budgets. So what happened? Well, the groups were randomly split. So in the survey, the participants were randomly split into two equally sized groups. Maybe you didn't know that that's what happened. It's not important. But each group was confronted with a different expenditure scenario. And both scenarios were really equivalent from an accounting perspective, right? So let's take a look at what happened for group one. So group one, you're about ready to purchase a jacket for $150 and a tablet cover for $20. The salesperson informs you that the tablet cover is definitely on sale for $10 at the other branch of the store, which is a 20-minute drive away. Would you make the trip to the other store? That's the question. There's no right or wrong answer to the question. You're simply being asked, if you were in this scenario, what would you do, right? Now, the other group was asked a different question, although confronted with the same original prices. That is, you're about ready to purchase a jacket for $150 and a tablet cover for $20. That's exactly the same. But now the salesperson informs you that the jacket is definitely on sale for $140 at the other branch of the store, a 20-minute drive away. Would you make the trip to the other store? Now, before we go on, let's make sure that we understand what's going on here. Both are presented with exactly the same prices in the beginning. Both are going to save exactly the same amount of money, but on a different thing, right? Just making sure that we're clear here and that we have the issue framed well. Now, essentially, both scenarios are equivalent from an accounting perspective. Drive 20 minutes to save $10, period. That's really the question. However, due to the phenomena of mental accounting, it's very likely that the response frequencies differ across the two groups, right? How much do they differ? Well, let me show you some results from another experiment, not in this class, but in another one. And I will show you eventually the results of this class, but this experiment is not over yet. In group one, which was confronted with those same prices, but the salesperson is informing them that the tablet cover is definitely on sale for $10 at the other branch, 27% said that indeed they would travel to save that money. And 72% said no, all right? Again, no right or wrong answer to that. You're either going to travel to save the money or you're not going to travel to save the money. Now, group two presented with the same prices, but now the salesperson is telling them the jacket is definitely on sale for $140, a 20-minute drive away. And remember, you're only still saving $10. Well, now the number is 31%. Saying yes, and 68% saying no. Let's go back again, make sure you didn't miss that. So 27% if you were going to save it on the tablet cover, right? Which of course is a 50% decline in price from 20 to 10. But the group two confronted with the fact that the jacket's on sale, which is a smaller percentage decline in price, but an identical saving, total saving, dollar saving of $10, that jumps to 31%. Now, that may not be impressive to you because that's only a 4% differential. But I can assure you that this particular experiment has been run over and over and over again. And what's consistent is group 2, the number always jumps up, right? And so I think clearly the experiment demonstrates that, that there is a mental accounting system and that people operate as if this system exists, which it's pretty clear does. In any event, this is very important, of course, in economic decision making, but it's important to understand how our human minds work. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Take care and best wishes.